And of course, everybody's got to send me calls and text at the same time right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Tuesday night, June 17th, 2025. Ken Style Live with the four homies, not counting myself, William, Rich, and Greg. Don't bother Greg. He's eating. I'll say it for him because he's busy eating. Let me verify audio. Do I have audio? Yeah, maybe I have audio. Let's see here. Yeah, I've got audio. I'll check the homies in a moment. Chris Garrett with Max joins us. Hello, Chris.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you on Zoom, and YouTube can hear you on YouTube. So, yes, we
Okay.
can hear you. Tony Wallow was first in chat, followed by Pinky Gray Chak. Oh my gosh, it's going to be one of those nights. Blue Softy says, hello, all. Great Guy says, fourth place, had to take a nap. Tony says, really? Uh, I miss my afternoon naps. Blue Softy, you took a nap and made it back somewhat in time. I would have slept through the whole entire show and then some. That got a genuine laugh out of me, so I said LOL at Blue Softy. Long Dog is here and John Williams. All right, it's the Doug Betts channel. I can hear. Yes. The, the one thing
Well,
I have going sometimes, most of the time, all of the time over Doug is when I start, I have audio most of the time. Sometimes, and you know what? Is there an echo right now? No, there's not. Okay, because I killed it in OBS. I thought I did that
I
last night,
think
so
I
we're
think
good.
sometimes Doug does that on purpose.
I don't know, Chris. I've actually thought that a couple times, but I don't know. I mean, it's easy to do. I was timing some things out tonight, and there's a 7 second delay from the time I start the stream on OBS until it actually hits on YouTube. So if you're going off of OBS and OBS alone, you may be talking away and thinking this is going out when it's not. But I will have to agree with Doug. So far, whenever I check the replays, it's always got all the audio. So I don't know if it just catches it up or how that works. But I do know that when you do a replay on Doug, knowing he didn't talk in the beginning, the replay he's actually talking in the beginning. So good to see everybody tonight on this Tuesday. Um, I watched a movie tonight called I think it was either Mile 22 Mile or 22 Mile with Mark Wahlberg. Really interesting movie. It's about it's just an interesting movie. It involves the government and the CIA and the FBI and the PDQ and you name it. It's got that three-letter organization in it. Um,
Got
and
Ronda Rousey in there. She died.
I thought that's who that was, but I wasn't sure. She died
Yeah.
a violent death. Um, Everybody died a violent death except for Mark Wahlberg, and somehow he miraculously survived. Um, but I thought it was pretty good. All things considered, I thought it was really, really good. So, been kind of a busy day today, just getting little things done around here. There will be a very interesting after stream if you can join the live stream. And this will all be hashed out again, more than likely on Friday, because Friday is going to be a 90-day update, and I don't see anything changing between now and Friday. Um, I may have to leave rather abruptly from this, and I may have to leave rather abruptly from the Zoom session later on, but I will be back at least to Zoom. What else is going on? Not a whole lot. Pretty quiet day. I see Jeff Ryman joins us in chat, but he's probably eating, so he turned on his avatar. Hello, Jeff.
I am eating. Thank you.
Figured you were. I had chicken thighs and mixed vegetables tonight. I cooked them in the crock pot. I guess the slow cooker crock pot is. I'm gonna have to go find my English soundbite and bring it back. I guess that's what I was gonna do today. I was gonna add a soundbite, and I just never did get around to it. Um, hmm.
What is that where you jump up and yell, bite me?
No, that's where if I get over
Okay.
here I moved the stream deck today, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like how I arranged it, but I can change all that here pretty shortly. So I'm thinking,
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
now is that Are you guys hearing that on Zoom as well, or is that just going out over YouTube? Apparently, it's just going out over YouTube.
I can hear something
Stupid
over
is,
Zoom,
stupid does,
but I
sir.
don't have, I'm silenced YouTube.
Yeah, it's going out over YouTube, so that's good because that's the intent, and I don't have the two tied in together. We can always hear one another, and while we're streaming, they can hear all of us, so that's good. John Williams, spaghetti, meatballs, garden salad, garlic bread. That actually that does sound really good. The mixed vegetables really hit the spot tonight. I just put a little salt and pepper on them, and they really tasted good.
Did
Just
that include okra?
it did not. Carrots, beans, peas. I want to say broccoli, and I think maybe one other vegetable, but no okra. No,
I
there's
don't count okra as a vegetable.
yeah, yeah, really. I don't count it as a food, so
Yep.
um, yeah. Um, I know I've said there's no amount of money that would get me to eat okra. I may have to rethink that. No, I'm pretty sure there's not enough money in the world that could get me to take one little bite
I
of.
have tried it in gumbo and I
Oh, I've
wouldn't do
eaten
that
it.
again.
I've eaten it as a kid, and I've eaten it as an adult, and no, I just unless it's the last food on the planet Earth, I'm not gonna eat it. I don't need to eat it. It's terrible. It's ugh. I don't care how you cook it. Ugh.
I don't know if you ate it the way we cook it in the South, but
That's like me and asparagus. My father grew his own asparagus and he and mom ate it all the time and I just never did learn to like it.
Yeah, John Williams asked a question in chat. Let me catch up with chat here real quick. Long Dog says it was triangular fish for dinner, green beans and taters, top disc, courtesy of the air fryer. Yeah, glad you like your air fryer. John says, have you ever been to a restaurant that charges has a separate price for cash and credit or credit? Yes, that seems to be a thing nowadays.
Yeah,
yes.
the little place I go to every Sunday adds a surcharge on for using a credit card.
Right, most places nowadays, and a debit card, even though technically the law says that you're not supposed to do it for a debit card, they have figured out a way to skirt around that, and they still charge you for it. Some places it's not as much, but most places it's the same as using a credit card as far as the surcharge goes. Um, and they get upset when I use my credit card and I don't give them a tip, and I'm like, well, you're charging me to use my card, and I get you pay, I pay for the food, but I'm not paying you for your service of using your credit card machine. My feelings.
And the place here, there's a place here is like Waffle House, but it's called Huddle House. Exactly like Waffle House. Not affiliated, but it's exactly like Waffle House, and that they charge item by item now. They started doing that.
Item by so
Like
if you get an
eggs.
egg, you get charged. You get bacon, you get charged. You get a pancake, you get
Yep.
charged. Wow.
Yep.
But they don't
And
have any combos anymore. When I
I
lived
don't.
in South
From
Carolina,
what
I
I
ate at
heard, they
Little
don't.
House a lot.
From what I heard, they don't.
Hmm.
One guy says, yeah, using a credit card costs a retailer like 3%. At least that's what it was when I was in the retail business. I don't know what the exact percentage is that they pay, but I'm pretty well going to tell you we pay that for them and then some. They're making profit off of us using a credit card. Whether we or not can
Depends on
find
the
one. Go ahead,
Yeah, it
Jeff.
depends on the restaurant. This little place I eat, they're just uh, they're having to pay 3%, so that's what they're charging me if I use a card.
And that's actually fair. That's actually very fair. If they are paying 3 and they're I mean they're just passing that along to you. You're paying it for them. Um, I get frustrated with the ones that are paying 2% and charging 3.5, 4%, and they have 1,000 customers a day that use their credit card. That's the ones that frustrate me. But I get it. It's a business. They're there to make money, and they loopholed the way to make the money. So
I
I
think
understand
some
that.
places. I think some places waived the fee during COVID because they were saying there was a change shortage, but I believe different. But that's my opinion. But
I didn't
They
get.
depend on the card too. American Express and Diners Club, which you don't see very often anymore, charge more than Visa and MasterCard and Discover.
Doesn't surprise me. We got 7 people watching with 5 likes. That's excellent numbers. That's well above 50%. That's like what, 80% maybe? Doing the quick math in my head. Wait, let me do it on my fingers.
Yes, a
Oh my
thumbs
gosh.
up,
So
down is a like.
here's a math question for you. If you multiply 17 by 4, what do you get?
58.
68, right. Most third graders probably can do that just like as quick as Jeff and I did. And then if you multiply that times 100, because if you're working 40 hours at $17, you got to add the 100. You got to add 2 zeros to make it 100. That's 680. I want you to keep that figure in mind for the after Zoom stream, because if you're not sitting down when it starts, you'll be sitting down by the time it's over, believe me. Yeah. Pushing the button. Well, I sure hope it's not the Twilight Zone. It really did. Be my luck.
Silk and satin, feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step, a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy,
Yeah.
shimmy.
Well, I had to break it down simply for my
Take it high
1 year younger than I am sister and my 5 years younger than my brother, because they couldn't comprehend that I was doing the 17 times 40 and coming up with the number I was. I said, okay, we'll make it 3rd grade math, put 17 times 4. Oh my God, really? Well, 68.
That's all, folks.
68's what? 1320, 132. Then you add the zeros, 1320. 1320 and 1320 is 2740 or 2640. Only 4 people made chat tonight after the show. Oh, Blue, she made something after the show started. Let's see here. I didn't see that. 954, 1054, 954, 954. Oh, okay. Blue Softy says hello at 10:13, just as I'm ending the show. That's why her name was on the scroll as it was scrolling by. Nope, you didn't miss anything. It was a typical night of Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, kstout00m@gmail.com. And not to say that I'm trying to get a lot of people there, but tonight you don't want to miss the after stream Zoom session. With that, see you tomorrow. I think Doug's doing a show tomorrow. I think he's at the cabin. He may still be on that lake he was on. I don't know.
So
But,
what, you got the modified dancing girls in a private session?
I do. Boy are they modified. Good night, everybody.